Hi guys, Dave from Dave's Glory Shopworks here, and in this video we're going to try and revive this old Chevy pickup. Chevy or GMC? Chevy pickup. We're here today at my friend of mine's farm, and we're trying to help her out to get a couple of these rigs running, and this one here is the last one, so we are going to see what we can do. Hopefully it's going to work out, and well, follow along and see how we do. Alright, what we've got here is the wonderful, long-living 4.3 liter V6. It's also mated to a 5-speed manual. Now the truck does have some rust and rot on the rocker panels and stuff, but we're not worried about that right now. Right now we just want to see if we can get this whole thing running. So it is obviously fuel injected, and let's see, yeah, 4.3 liter. Have to replace the battery. And it's been converted to a top post, a little bit on the weird side, mind you. But that's okay. We're going to pull the battery, we're going to swap it out with a good one that I have, and we're going to get started right there. Remind me that's there so I don't trip over it.
You're only allowed to trip once today.
Yeah. Okay. We have some electrical something happening.
Yeah, the light turned on too.
Oh, look at that. The hood light never works. Okay. So now we are just going to literally try and hit the key and see what happens right after we check the oil. But that's about as far as we're going. We're not going to... Oh, the oil looks nice and brown actually. Halfway up on the stick. Feels like oil. Yeah. Not bad. Just smells like old oil. And the good news is everything is plugged in. Nothing looks like it's been messed with. So we have a really good chance at if everything works. Like if the clutch safety switch works, if the starter works, if the fuel pump works. We've got a really good chance of this thing just firing up and working. Door buzzer works. Feels like there's clutch hydraulics. Fuel pump works. Well, that's it for this episode of Dave's Glory Shopworks. Actually, we're still going to try and get this truck home so we can do a full inspection on it. So we're not done yet, guys.
Is that good for this one?
Still record. There's some antifreeze in it. Yeah, a little mold as well. That's always good for the cooling system. Keeps the inner ecosystem alive. Okay. All right, so it's obviously running. Everything seems to be okay. I want to drive it out of the rust it's in, but the passenger rear tire is flat, almost low, almost dead flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in our truck. We're going to head up to the house, not far away, a couple kilometers away. We're going to pick up my air pig, and we're going to come back, air up the tire, and then we're going to try and drive this thing out of here and then check and see if it's got brakes and all that jazz. Cross your fingers that this will go good. It's taking air. Should have brought a pressure gauge, but I didn't.
I think I got one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try and fire it up again because it was so difficult last time. Alright, so that's pretty good. At first, you heard the big clunk after I shut it off and started it back up again. The problem was I couldn't get it into gear with my clutch pedal to the floor. So sometimes they stick when they've been sitting for several years, and this has been sitting for about minimum 4 years, if not 5 or more. So not a long time. It really doesn't surprise me that it got fired up and running as good as it did. But anyway, I put it in first gear and then fired it up with my foot on the clutch, and that little bang was the clutch disc finally releasing from the pressure plate and the flywheel, which now it feels fine. I can get every single gear, no problem. Next up, we are going to take this rig home where we can get a closer look at it and see if it's going to be a viable option for my friend to start commuting with or not. Okay, away we go. guys, I mean, as far as revival videos go, that one's kind of a bust because this thing fired up like it had just been shut off yesterday. Now that wasn't the case. This has sat for a minimum of 4 years, up to 7 or 8, which might not seem like a long time for a lot of you, but when you're talking, you know, ethanol blended fuels and fuel injection and everything sitting for so long, stuff drying out, it can be an issue. Now this truck does have a few little problems that we got to go through. The steering is quite loosey-goosey, and I got to check the brakes. The brakes feel fine, but I got to check them out anyway. There is some rust and rot on over here, and we're not sure what we're going to do here because this is the driver's side outer rocker panel. The inner structure seems fine, but then we've got a hole here, and if you move the plastic, you can see daylight in there. I can shove my whole hand down in there. So there's some things to deal with, but then you look at the truck box, and that's about as clean as they come for this thing. I don't know what year it is now. Let me see. Let me look at the VIN number here. This is a 1998 Chevy 1500. C1500. It's 2-wheel drive and pretty basic rig. Wind up windows, manual locks. It does have cruise control, no air conditioning, tape deck, which I personally love, as most of you know. So it's a pretty bare bones rig with the V6 and the 5-speed. But I tell you, if you want something to just tootle on down the road with and get good fuel mileage and just enjoy the drive, well, this would be your rig, I tell you that. And that's coming from a Dodge guy, so take that for what it is. Now, yeah, my job is now, from here on, I'm going to go through and inspect the front end, check the brakes out, check the, you know, the fan belt and the cooling system, why is it low. I got a bunch of things to go over on this vehicle because their hope is to use this literally as commuting back and forth, about a 60-kilometer one-way trip. So, we'll see if it's going to be a viable rig for them, and if not, I might purchase it myself because it's kind of a cool old rig. But anyway, guys, on that note, I'm Dave from Dave's Glory Shopworks. Thank you all for showing up and helping out. I've got my daughter Kaylee on camera today, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.